Y'all are cowards. Y'all are cowards. Black women that are sitting up out here going to fucking Starbucks, black queer people that are going to Starbucks, going to McDonald's, rubbing. Y'all are cowards. Because there's no fucking way you can look me in my eyes right now and look around and say, this is a white supremacist country, a racist country. And the first thing you do is participate and uphold that fucking white supremacy. You uphold that racism. Instead of saying, fuck, we have white supremacist fascism on the way. We need an anti-fascist movement, a well-organized anti-fascist movement. Y'all decide to participate in the fucking fascism. Y'all are cowards. Because I can tell you right now, if the United States government went and drone striked one of your fucking family reunions while y'all in the middle of the electric slide, maybe you'd feel fucking differently. Or shit, maybe y'all would still keep tap dancing. I don't know. But the way y'all reacting right now is fucking disgusting. It's a disgrace to our ancestors. And I know people be saying that shit and like, blah, blah, blah. It is a disgrace to our ancestors. Y'all clearly don't know black history. My ancestors, the folks that I come from, you know what I'm saying? They were actually fighting against the power structure that be in this country. And that power structure is rooted in the economic power of this country. It's rooted in the war power of this country. It's rooted in the racial caste system. But you motherfuckers are so selfish and so self-centered and so classist and so elitist. Y'all don't even see. Y'all talk about other motherfuckers participating in their own oppression. Y'all let y'all sons get locked up, killed by the fucking state, and nothing. Y'all do nothing. Y'all are fucking cowards.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Good Faith Show. I'm your host, Andre Morton, and The Good Faith Show is only on the ATP Network. You can catch the ATP Network on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Twitter, and also Two Guys, for some of you who don't know. Before I get started, I got a lot to say about that video and other things. Yesterday, my usual live stream is pre-recorded. Everything was cool, and then YouTube sent me an email. I'm like, what the fuck is this email about? Then I looked at it, and it says that we took your live stream down because of copyright notice. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. So I know that first video I did wasn't copyright, but I thought initially, I can't stand Ben Shapiro, white supremacist ass. I thought that was his content. I thought he put a content ID on it. That's what I thought initially, okay? And then I got another email after the stream ended saying that the ATP Network, this YouTube channel, we got a second copyright strike. Now, if you're not on YouTube and you're not familiar with that means that you get two strikes. The first strike, you can't live stream and post anything for a week. They must have changed it because I remember some older YouTubers that been on here way longer than us. They just said they couldn't go live. They could like post clips and shorts or whatever, but now I guess YouTube is listening to their corporate oligarchs that give them the ad money. So then the second copyright strike, you can't live stream and post for 2 weeks. Now, I went out and I appealed the first copyright strike. It got denied because you can't use Breakfast Club's content, and I knew better because Savvy Sabs said it on one of her shows. So I knew better, and I, did the opposite, and it compromised our channel, man. Like you get those copyright strikes. You gotta like keep posting on YouTube. Like you just can't post one post a week and expect to get a lot of views and traction. Like you gotta post, I say at least every other day. Like I wouldn't say don't go without posting on YouTube for more than 2 days. Like that's what I recommend based on how I use it. Okay, so got the email that says, "Hey, you got your second copyright strike within 90 days." Okay. Um, I was freaking out. I was freaking the hell out, man. Like, guys, like, YouTube is unfortunately the biggest platform out there. So you got to be on YouTube if you're doing this user generated content here. Like, Rumble, we growing slowly. Twitch is for gaming. Like, and Twitter, it's fine, but everybody's not on Twitter, and Twitter is a cesspool. So, YouTube is that platform where it's for everybody, I could say. And, with a second copyright strike, just, and then this is right after we hit 1,000 subscribers too. Like really, like, I know YouTube does not like our content. They don't like what we gotta say. They don't want us here. Um, you know, you know, you never know. I wake up and all that work you put into making YouTube, like I'm surprised we still got 1,000 subscribers. Like, that is crazy. Like that is hard, man. This shit is no joke. Like, especially political content. Like, I never expect us to grow that fast. Like, the CEO of the ATP network, she has a big following. But one thing I learned, it's hard to get your following on Twitter to follow you to YouTube. Because you'll think, hey, I got 9,000, whatever the fuck I got. Twitter be fucking with my following count too. I got 9,000 followers, and you think at least 3,000 of them could, migrate to the YouTube channel. But it doesn't work like that for some reason. I don't know. I think my conspiratorial mind is kicking in. I think that I think that Twitter suppresses links. Like, they suppress promotional content. They suppress links. Obviously, I could tell because of mutual aid. Like, yeah. So, yeah, man. Like, yeah. But the good news is about the copyright strike. YouTube said, "Oh, we made a mistake, Andre Entire Peasant Network." Those fucking AI generated emails. Sorry for all the inconvenience it caused. Well, I applied for appeal like 30 minutes after you sent me the email saying we got the second copyright, and it took y'all what? I think it was 8 o'clock. So, hell, I'm fine, man. I'm kind of scared now, like, to show content because you don't know what's claimed and what's not. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and then YouTube does not have a tool. If they had a tool on their website, you can check to see if this content is, restricted, like, for third parties. Like, just say it. Like, just have a tool. Like, why you got to make everything so damn hard, man? Like, oh man, YouTube is just, if you're a very small content creator, you're getting screwed on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, you just are. And we dodged the big bullet there. Like, and then I got a backup YouTube channel. It's called, well, this one's called the ATP Network. The other one is called Andre Entire Peasant Network. So I need to make like a scene, a graphic for y'all can also follow that channel as well, just in case this one gets nuked by YouTube. You know, so yeah, man, yeah, that was fucking crazy. Like, I was panicking, man. I was really panicking, like, cause as of handling all of this stuff, this is my job, so I gotta make sure it's right. So, well, how much I do not like YouTube. I wish another, I wish I want us to be on Rockfin, but Rockfin for some reason don't like. I guess we're not big enough to be on there yet. Like, the other left YouTube channels are got significant amount of followers, so I guess we got to continue to grow. Rockfin is a great alternative to YouTube. I mean, Rumble's cool to me. Like, I mean, yeah, it's owned by right wingers. Like, yeah, I mean, YouTube is liberal. Like, Google's liberal. So Google's a liberal site. So Rumble right wing. Like, okay. So yeah, y'all, that's what's been happening. That was on a Thursday. Doing better. You know, um, yeah, Feeny. You know, a lot of these black people, man, like they are white supremacists and black skin. Like, you know, they don't care nothing about themselves. Like, back in the day, black people was more for community oriented type of a race. Now we worry about our own stuff. Like, you know, like one my coworker told me, he said, "That's happening over there, man. I don't have time to think about that." And like, motherfucker, like, man, you need to start listening to Ty Peasant. Ty Peasant is one of you now. Like, the United States is a real mini Gaza. Like they're gonna have our ass in fucking internment FEMA camps and shit. Like, it's coming. Look at the police state. Look at the cop cities. Like, look at robot dogs. Like, shout out to Willow. She said on the show the other day, like, her small little college town now has a robot dog. Like, what you need a robot dog in a small college town for? Like, why? Because sorry for the camera shaking, y'all. Sorry about that. Some college kids walking drunk in the street. Like, okay. But, oh man, yep. They ramping up the police state, and yeah, I don't blame Feeney. I'm kind of angry with my race too. Like, you know, I hate to sound selfish. You know, a lot of people say, you know, class solidarity and all that shit, but black people need their own race. I mean, their own political party too, man. Like, we need our own political party. I hate to say it like that, but it's the fucking truth. Like, um, you know, I love my white brothers, sisters, my Latino, and my, you know, um, my Canadian brother, like Smurf, but black people need their own party. I'm just saying. So yeah, y'all, that's what's been going on with me. YouTube almost nuked our account for 2 weeks. Afeni, you know, she always speak truth to power. And also too about Afeni, y'all. Follow her too. I'm playing her videos when I give her a shout out. Follow her. All her profile name, all her social media accounts is Facts and Fire. So Facts and Fire on every platform you think of. So so yeah, you know, I'm about to share this screen, man. Today's gonna be kind of a fun podcast, man. Like, I just want to see these liberals fucking melt down and cry like little bitches. Uh oh, wrong one. Shared the wrong screen. I'm getting too excited. Hell. Uh, uh, hold on. Okay. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about the weird silence. Oh boy, I have to share my screen. This is going to be fun. Make sure I got it right. There you go. Oh boy, boy, boy. Liberals, liberals, liberals. And, you know, too. I might sound hypocritical because a couple of days ago I said I don't want to work with these people, but I ain't talking about these type of liberals. These are celebrity liberals. I'm talking about liberals that I'm working class, middle class, you know, people, right? That just got brainwashed by propaganda. You know, I'm willing to work with y'all if y'all promise that you won't go back to brunch again. I'm just saying, like, um, you know, we need some real people. Like, I mean, you know, time is running out. But anyway, okay, I don't know. Okay, let's get to it. You know, liberals melting down or reacting to Donald Trump winning. Here we go. Let's see.
So again, I'm profoundly disturbed that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution did not prevent someone who participated in an insurrection from becoming president of the United States. I think that going forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States, then you should not be prevented from employment in this country, because
Oh yeah, they call Trump a convicted felon. Oh, he's a convicted felon. She holding back her tears too, man. Like, convicted felon should check it off for the box and unemployment. Check it out. Yeah. People are quirky. Like, you know, they know Trump is a convicted felon. Like, that's the shit you dimmer dummies ran off of. Y'all didn't run off on policy. Like, if even Kamala Harris, like, her personality sucks, but let me continue, man. This is getting good already.
I remember applying for my jobs as a federal prosecutor, and there was a box for convicted felons.
We're all going to have to wake up tomorrow morning and work like hell to move the world to the place that we prefer it to be. And I just want to point out, just as a matter of perspective, that the lessons that our pundits take away from these results, that they will pronounce with certainty, will be wrong. And we have to remember that.
I literally could go on all day, and yet you talk to Trump voters and they'll go, he didn't say that. Wait, now I didn't hear him. And then you say, well, here's the quote, and then they'll go, yeah, he didn't mean that.
I didn't expect it to be this resounding, and I think there are some lessons from it. I think we forget about rural.
Man, they sound so emotional. It's like, oh, no, he Trump again. Oh, no. Oh, let me continue, man. Hold on. Continue.
America. I think the working class feels left behind. They feel like the powerful, the elite only care about them and their...
Well, she's not wrong. That's why Kamala lost, because she didn't distance herself from Biden. And, you know, under Joe Biden, inflation was through the roof. Everything went up. Everything you could name of. Like, it's the economy, stupid. Yeah. You'll ask yourself, like, the economy went to shit when Trump back in 2020. But again, like, people forget shit, man. Like, that's why on Twitter from time to time I have remember this person, remember that person. Like so much shit happens every goddamn day. Hell, your brain can only hold so much shit to capacity. And anyway, a lot of these American people, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, they don't give a shit about politics, man. Like, except for a few that at work, like this coworker. I can't wait to see his face. He's a deeply renowned Kamala supporter, man. Like, oh my goodness, I can't, man. I don't think he'll come to work, man. Like, I'm serious, guys. Oh man, like, damn. You got you got Joe Scarborough, looking like he's demented. That's why. Oh, keep melting down, liberals. Keep melting down.
Power. And he spoke to them. We may not have liked his words, but they turned out for him.
It's not the elite that's going to pay the price. It's people who woke up this morning with a dream and are going to bed with a nightmare. And
well, when I did election night with the awesome, wonderful Thai President Smurf, I ain't with the bed sad. I'm already sad, sucker. Like, no matter who won, we're fucked. Even with Kamala Harris, like, we still fucked. Like, the people in Gaza still, like, people still gonna get killed no matter which Kamala or Trump won. It doesn't matter. Like, oh, like, you either voting for red genocide or blue genocide, Van Jones. Like, American people, no matter who wins, will still living in nightmares. Like, oh my goodness gracious.
those people deserve to be respected and held and talked to. Those are the people who are going to pay the price for whatever Donald Trump decides to do.
I'm mystified in some ways. Who are we as a country? And we're starting to find out.
I think this is a big, huge part of the story that it's hard to even digest fully at this moment. But you have Elon Musk, who owns Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it these days, X, who is a disinformation propagandist and now has a
Oh, you ain't you the same liberals like y'all like when Blue Sky came out? Y'all ran the Blue Sky, and Blue Sky didn't turn out the way it's supposed to be. Like, I mean, I like Blue Sky, but people just like, people don't like change is slow. Then y'all went to Threads, and Threads is nothing but a extension of Instagram, and now y'all back on X or Twitter, disinformation. Like Facebook has disinformation, Instagram has disinformation. Every platform has some sort of disinformation. Like, so what we're gonna have so what? What they always say, we're gonna have somebody looking over the. I forgot what they say. God damn it, my brain. But like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, all you saying you. So basically, she blaming Twitter for Trump victory. Everybody's not on Twitter. Press secretary, former press secretary. Okay.
Could potentially have a direct line to the Oval Office.
These Democratic leaders are simpletons. They're servants of the donor class. So they go in there like, oh, donor, give me money, please. And I mean.
Oh, they say the best for last. Oh my God, bro. Oh my Lord. Oh man, Jake is such a goddamn character, man. He a damn character, bro. I gotta watch that again. Hold on. Man, I'm enjoying myself. Hold on. Let me see. Right there. Okay, here we go, guys.
Oval Office.
These Democratic leaders are simpletons. They're servants of the donor class. So they go in there like, oh, donor, give me money, please. And I made an ad. I'm Kamala Harris. I'm full of joy. Okay, well, what did that get you? And they say, oh, Jake.
Well, that got you Donald Trump. Oh man. Oh my goodness, these people, man. I can't with these people, man. Like, oh God. The liberals did it to themselves. Oh God. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna play another one, man. Liberal media melts down. Hold on, y'all. Finna share my screen here again. Then I'm gonna get to Jill Stein of something more serious. Jake, man, boy, Jake is entertaining. Ain't gonna lie, like, hold on a second, guys. I gotta do some re-editing. Let's see. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see. Let me skip this stupid ass ad right quick. Oh, I hate ads, man.
Well,
Oh boy. Here we go, guys.
our republic, voters get to make a choice, and there are always winners and losers. Some in the liberal media felt very confident in their candidate. Others said they should have been more cautiously optimistic.
I think it's going to be a blowout, actually. I don't think it's going to be a close race. I think there are going to be those Republicans that just...
Nah, it ain't gonna be. Nobody predicting no damn blowout now. Nah. How is it gonna be a blowout and this bitch can't answer a fucking sentence, can't answer a fucking question on an interview? Like, she's a fucking airhead. Like, oh, liberals, man. They damn liberals, hell, boy. They hell.
Vote for Harris.
It'll be tied on Election Day. As always, it will. The polls will be tied, and then he'll lose.
You call us trash? Oh. Oh, J.D. Vance, you just effed up in a way that I've never seen in my political life, and I worked for Sarah Palin.
Then I would say take Harris over 270 electoral votes. Let these fools in these crypto markets do something. Let them drive the betting line into a favorable place and then take advantage of it. That's what I would do. I think she's going to win.
This month, you wrote Trump is toast. Do you stand behind that today?
Oh, even more so.
After America's voters spoke, well, this.
We need to really take a step back and think about what does that say about us?
People who woke up this morning with a dream and are going to bed with a nightmare.
I'd like to know what that says about us as a country.
I'm mystified.
But I'll say this though. People vote against their own interests, but hey, seeing y'all, man, looking sad. Man, these motherfuckers look sad in them motherfuckers. They lost their damn best friend. Holy shit.
In some ways, who are we as a country? And we're starting to find out. And from what I'm seeing right now, I'm not sure I like it.
Pete Hegseth, in focus with me now. One word comes to mind, and it's introspection. And if they don't...
I'm gonna end it there, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, though, man. Like, real talk, I didn't expect Trump to win comfortably. Like, I didn't expect that, but hey, America, man, like, shout out to the people that voted Green Party or stayed home because of genocide. Like, you know, the couch won this election. It ain't that people ran to vote for Trump. The people that were gonna vote for Trump regardless or was gonna hold their nose and vote for him, like my friend in Shreveport, you know, they voted. Like, the turnout was low. It was low. Oh goodness. So yeah, y'all. Now I'm gonna get to a more serious subject here. Just Jill Stein, shout out to her. She's doing the damn thing. She was on, let me see, Middle East Eye. I think it's a journalist channel on YouTube. Go check it out. I never seen their work, but I'm pretty sure they do some good work. They got Jill Stein on there, so that's a positive. So the title is Jill Stein, Kamala Harris have no one to blame for herself. You got that right, Jill. All right, guys, I'm finna play this video here.
This is Mohammed Hassan for Middle East Eye, and I am joined here by the Green Party presidential candidate, Dr. Jill Stein. Doctor, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for being here with us.
Oh, thank you. It's an honor to have you here. Thanks for coming to cover this.
This is a big night for you after months of campaigning, of being on the road, of talking to people, building coalitions. What does success look like for you tonight?
Success is, I feel like it is ours. Victory is ours. And what that means is that we emerge from this race where there was every effort made to silence us, to suppress us, to throw us off the ballot, to demonize us and smear our campaign. We emerge stronger than I ever could have possibly imagined. And
you know, I'm gonna say this though. I don't know the final tallies yet, but I'm pretty sure, based on some tweets I've seen, like Jill Stein got some pretty good, healthy numbers in some of these states. Like, yeah, pretty good numbers. Like, so, I'm pretty sure she hit the 5% threshold. But the problem with that is, will they give the Green Party the fucking funds to help expand? Like, and to all the people that keep saying that, oh, Green Party ain't gonna win, third parties ain't gonna win. Why even waste your time on that? Just vote for one of the two parties that have a chance. I'm like, you know, gotta be nice. I'm trying to be more positive here because I'm kind of, I could get trigger happy. A lot of people know the answer to that. They just choose to be stupid. But I will say this. We know because of the election system is totally rigged against third parties. Like, we all know that. But the goal for us is genocide is the hard line. Both of these parties don't do shit for the American people. They serve Israel. So really, Israel is the winner of this election. But, you know, the reason why we vote for Green Party, for Jill Stein, because if the Green Party in general gets to 5%, then, you know, maybe, you know, it's about pushing the Green Party out more. So, next election, next presidential election, they'll have a better shot and a better shot after that. Like, I could be like this sometimes too, man. Either, I mean, if you still interested in the system, the electoral system, you have two options. A lot of people chose the other option. Don't vote at all. Like, voting don't work. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. I don't have no issue with people saying that on Twitter or whatever. Like, that's your prerogative. It is, that you do you. I still respect you as a person. Like, kudos to you. But there are other people that, choose the electoral route. And, the best way, in my opinion, is voting Green Party, Jill Stein. So, back to the video, man. I could talk for hours, but yeah.
We emerge with a real working coalition that is very dedicated to continuing this fight. It feels like this.
And also, too, I'm going to say this. The Democrats that came out with that ad that say, I'll vote for Jill Stein to vote for Trump. That totally backfired too at the Demo Dummies. Oh man, I thought that third parties weren't important, but the Demo Dummies made an ad about her, so the Green Party is growing, and I hope Jill Stein, I know she's in her 70s, I think, but I hope for years to come she'll still be a big influence in the party and have it be something good. Like, no party's perfect. Like, but the Green Party is better than voting for a genocide party like the Demo Dummies and the Republicans. So, here we go.
This is a launch party. It doesn't feel like this is the end of a campaign. It feels very much like we are going to continue together. And this campaign has brought together the Muslim American community, the Green Party, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, the students. There are so many people who have unified in this incredible crucible right now of this era of genocide, that it has brought out really some of the most amazing, strong, and dedicated spirits of humanity. And we have found each other, and we're not going away. We're not going anywhere. I think the efforts to smear us and to silence us have failed miserably. They tried to keep us off the ballot. We're on the ballot for about 95% of voters. They have created a so-called war room to disparage us and smear us, and that war room has the budget of our entire campaign. They have a staff of 30 people. Yet, what they've come up with is actually...
Wow. Let me guess. That war room is the Democrats, right? And the Democrats talk about the Republicans like the Republicans cheat. But look what the fuck y'all doing, dude. Man.
Actually a laughingstock. It's a set of preposterous smears for which they have been really dragged on social media. So, some of the Green parties, the neoliberal Green parties, have asked me to step down, and to stop, challenging the war machine. And, it is... what can I say? It's an ironic badge of honor that we are standing up against these internal divisions within the Green Party, really drawing the line between the warmongers and those who are actually standing up for an agenda of peace, which is what the...
So basically, wait a minute. She said neoliberal people in the Green Party. Yeah, yeah, those are infiltrators, actually. Yeah, of course, the infiltrators continue to step down. Um, oh, I had infiltrators in this network. I know about that dearly. Like, you know. Oh boy.
The Green Party is supposed to be about. So,
well, tell me about this coalition that you mentioned. Now, obviously, we are here in Dearborn, Michigan, the so-called Arab American capital. Tell me why you picked this spot to have well, actually to celebrate this night.
Well, this is ground zero. This is ground zero for the new politics, a politics that is of, by, and for the people, that's not bought and paid for by Wall Street and the war machine and AIPAC. This is that alternative. And the Muslim American community has really led the way in this opposition to genocide, in this effort to stand up against the war machine, and not only say that genocide is unacceptable, but also to say that our tax dollars should be spent here on the American people. And so the Muslim American community has the moral strength and the conviction and the backbone to actually stand up. And the courage of this community has been absolutely inspirational. And we have basically partnered with this community from the very start. There were Muslim Americans who adopted our campaign very early on, and who've been a guide.
Yeah, most Muslim Americans saw that. Hey, this woman, she's anti-war. She's anti-genocide. Yeah, let's vote for her. Yeah. I don't know how many Muslim Americans voted for Jill Stein, but it could be the Muslim vote alone to push over to 5%. So, yeah, like, and you got Mehdi Hassan saying that, telling Muslims why their own people, their own brothers and sisters are getting bombed in Gaza, telling them that, hey, yeah, Kamala is still perpetrating a genocide, but maybe vote for her. Maybe we could push her left. That the typical bullshit. push her left. Yeah. No.
Guide for us to reaching out to the broader Muslim community. So I am so grateful for the leadership of this community and its courage in standing up not only to oppose genocide, but to stand up here for our democracy and to stand up for the right of this community to be heard and to have political power. Because, it takes a lot of courage to do that. For new Americans who are coming here and they're just like learning the system, that's a lot to learn. I myself grew up during the Vietnam War, and resistance to the prevailing politics was the order of the day. So we learned how to do that, in our younger years. But for people who came here as immigrants who are seeking acceptance, within larger society, and who are being smeared and demonized because the U.S. is at war with Muslim countries around the world. This is a very difficult role to take on. And that community has really stepped up to the plate and asserted incredible moral leadership. And, I have to say the Muslim community is so well organized, maybe because of participation, religious participation. The community is just very organized. Maybe it's comparable to the Black church in some ways, but with a little bit of difference, which would be interesting to think about historically. But, in the same way that the Black community can be very well organized, I have to say the Muslim community is extremely well organized and educated and very powerful.
So you are co-hosting this watch party with the Abandon Harris campaign, which has really tried to galvanize a protest vote against the Democrats over their position on.
And also too, shout out to Abandon Harris, man. Like, I think they played a big part in this election too. Like, Genocide is the hard line. It's the hard line. um,
the war in Gaza. And you've mentioned some of your criticism you've received, and some people have criticized you for taking advantage of that protest vote. And so you mentioned coalitions, and I want you to tell me a little bit more about where this partnership between yourself, between the Green Party and the Muslim community and the Palestinian American communities, where does it go from here?
So let me just back up for a second. Taking advantage of, the misery of the Muslim community by helping to.
So wait a minute. So it's a negative idea for her to take votes away from Harris, and those votes go to her because she's pro-genocide. Taking advantage, like. I thought politics was supposed to be about policy. Like, if you anti-war, obviously you're gonna vote for the anti-war candidate, right? I mean, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? Like, oh man, people criticize Jill Stein over some stupid stuff, man. Like, holy hell.
To lift up the voice of the Muslim American community. I mean, I think this is self-serving propaganda that is trying to destroy the empowerment and the voice of the Muslim community by saying you're being taken advantage of by a campaign that actually listens to the Muslim community, that has incorporated a Muslim American as my running mate. I think this is...
yeah, I forgot about that too, about bourgeois. Yep.
It's nonsense to say that we're taking advantage of. These are the policies that we have stood for in the Green Party here since 2006, when we adopted a position in favor of boycott, divestment, and sanctions, and against Israeli apartheid and occupation. So this is where we've been. Actually, our policies haven't changed at all in the three races that I've run at the presidential level since 2012. What changed is history, and so we sort of got discovered. Now, is that taking advantage of people? I don't think so, not at all. That's like kind of ludicrous. I think this is a partnership, and so you mentioned so what comes to the table here with this partnership? I think it's a shared moral vision. It is a common set of values that not only condemns militarism and abuse and violence, but also which supports basic human rights and social justice, and respect for the climate and the planet. I think there is so much overlap in our basic values here. So that's one thing we bring together. I think we bring together, as Greens, we have a lot of experience challenging power in elections, and the Muslim community has an awful lot of experience in the world of business, in building organizations, enduring strong organizations, and community organizing. And I think these skills are very magical and powerful when brought together. And I have to say...
I'm going to say this, just to pause it. Look at YouTube and they third-party content rules, like, it's crazy. One thing I like about Jill Stein, like, she also do on-the-ground organizing. Like, you can't say that about Donald Trump and Harris. Like, only organizing they doing is collecting checks from wine sellers with their donors. That's the only organizing they doing. Like, Jill Stein, she actually on the ground. She at the protests. She talks to the people. Like, she actually do things that, as a politician, supposed to be for the people. So, yeah, I just had to say that. Great conversation so far.
The experience we've had over the course of the last year working with Abandon Biden, working with the other organizations that are nonprofits, so they don't endorse, but still they engage and they educate their communities. So like ADC, the Arab American Anti-Discrimination Coalition, we've had such great experience on the ground strengthening our democracy, educating voters, empowering voters, and working against genocide. So there's just so much overlap and a critical skill set that comes together, it makes me really excited about what we're going to do going forward.
Finally, Dr. Stein, there is a big chance that Donald Trump wins the White House tonight. And obviously, we're still waiting to see the results. But if that does happen, and if he does win Michigan in particular, a lot of people, especially on the Democratic side, are going to point their fingers at you. And I'm
a liberal. That thing, Jill Stein, she heard Trump did a ploy to hurt us. They crying. Oh man, yeah, I've been like gazing my eyes at what the liberals been saying. Yep, blame Jill Stein. If you're a Jill Stein at this point, obviously smears are coming, but you have to feel really good, like these motherfuckers are actually giving you and the Green Party more exposure. That's one thing I don't understand about, like, same with trolls on Twitter. Like, the more you comment on somebody's post that you don't like, or you don't like what they say, the more followers they get, the more traction they get. They discover people that agrees with them. Like, so basically by you attacking them, you actually helping them grow. Oh man, people's reasoning, people's smears and reasoning is just so backwards. Oh boy.
I want to ask you, there's been a lot of talk about democracy being at stake in this election, and you have spoken about a lot of issues that are close to the hearts and minds of a lot of people in this community. So I want to ask you what you feel is really at stake in this election.
I think everything is at stake. I think human rights, international law, World War III, which we could be dragged into by Bibi Netanyahu, who's looking to suck us into war, expanding war in the Middle East, which could easily go global and go nuclear. In my view, it is our political system right now. It is Democrats as well as Republicans who are dragging us into an impossible future. And unfortunately, the Democrats are not the solution to Donald Trump. If they were, they would win this election. But
exactly.
But they come up with candidates like Kamala Harris, who've been completely protected, who didn't participate in a single debate or have, until very late on, and who did not, who was not open to interviews throughout her. Throughout the race, and then for much of the time, even after her nomination, she's done,
Yeah, because as you can see, she's an empty suit.
Interviews you could count on one hand. So this is not a capable candidate. This is not a vetted candidate. This is not a candidate who stands for.
Exactly. For Jill Stein preaching. Yeah, Kamala Harris is not a good. Kamala Harris is the worst Democratic candidate I ever seen in my lifetime. Like, she's everything that you don't want to be in terms of a politician. Like, damn, like, you can't answer that one thing. That's my biggest pet peeve. Like, obviously, Willow says she looked drunk a lot. She probably is. She's sometimes she kind of do look unstable, like I ain't gonna lie, she don't know what she's doing. It's like giving a job to a guy that has no experience at that particular skill set. Guy going, if it's something dealing with tools and electricity and shit, he's gonna fuck himself up. Never Kamala Harris is. You give that bitch the White House. Now fuck Donald Trump too. But I'm just talking about Kamala Harris right here. You give her the fucking White House, and God knows what the fuck gonna happen, man. Like, God knows. Like, she don't know what the fuck she's doing. She's not vetted. Shout out to Jill. Stop saying that. Yeah. It wasn't no primary either. I forgot about that. It wasn't no primary. Like, she got 0 delegates. Remember that too, guys.
for something. This is just a symbol of power in the Democratic Party. So they've brought this upon themselves. I think they have no one else to blame. And if voters, well, put it this way, voters left Kamala Harris because of her conducting a genocide. She could have won those voters back in the blink of an eye. If she was willing to.
That one thing about me. That one thing about that though. Like, hold on, stop that. That one thing about that though, guys. Like, all you had to say is, I will fight for immediate ceasefire. That's all you. Well, other stuff too, like immediate ceasefire, like permanent ceasefire. Like, you couldn't even do that. Like, you couldn't even do that. Oh man, like you couldn't even do that. Like, I'm gonna bend my hand in need of Israel. Oh God. Then I bet then the people that are anti-genocide, yeah, they voted for Jill. So, oh boy.
Call for a weapons embargo right now to stop the genocide. She would have won those votes back. So regardless of what the vote count is, regardless of whether our numbers are equal to the margin of difference, in any case, Kamala Harris has no one to blame but herself if she loses this election. She could have stood up and done the right thing at any time. She did not want to do that. If she wanted to do that, she could have called for the embargo, won votes back, and have won this race. That's been clear for a very long time. So I think that Muslim Americans should not be blamed, who will also be blamed here. Should we go back? Should we rerun? Should we rerun the tape and support this genocidal candidate? I don't think anyone in their right mind would want to do that. The Democrats are going to, go to great lengths to try to blame someone. This is what they always do. In 2016, we know from polls that voters did not leave Hillary Clinton and come to us. Voters entered into the race who otherwise would not have voted. So this is complete nonsense that we were.
Yep. They're gonna try to blame black men too. They're gonna blame. Yeah, they're gonna blame anybody. They're gonna blame anybody that they think. How you say it? Like anybody but themselves. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it's your fault. You picked a fucking flawed ass candidate that is an airhead.
Blamed for 2016. They have no one to blame but themselves. So I would reject that propaganda of powerlessness. This propaganda.
And as for 2016, I was a way totally different person than I am now. Like, holy shit. I actually voted for Hillary Clinton back in 2016 because I didn't know no better. See, that's why I can't talk about people that vote in this two-party system unless some of them do know better. They just choose to be, stupid. But I didn't know no better. That's why you always have to educate yourself. But again, like Hillary Clinton, same thing. Like, flawed candidate. Like, you got to be not the dumbest person on earth and not go to the fucking Rust Belt. The damn swing states that you need to win. Like, yeah, the Pied Piper strategy didn't work either. Oh my God, man. Like, Democrats is so dumb. Like, the only time the Democrats actually fought is when Bernie Sanders went in the race. Like, cheated him with delegates in 2016. In 2020, Obama made a lot of phone calls telling people to drop out, and it kept Elizabeth Warren in there to split the vote, and just the nonsense, man. I really.
That is trying to drag you back in to the Democratic or the Republican machine, so that they can continue on with their genocidal ways, can expand this war, can continue to rob the American people blind of the resources we need right here at home. And instead, they're conducting genocide. And right now it happens to be in Gaza, but this is expanding into Lebanon now as well, and they have designs to go far beyond that. So I think this is a time for us to double down on our conviction, on our moral vision, and our determination to actually exercise democracy and to demand a politics of, by, and for the people that is serving us and our shared human values.
Dr. Jill Stein, thank you very much and best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, guys. Yeah. So I was looking at something real quick. So yeah. I mean, yeah, Jill Stein told the truth. Kamala has did this all on herself. She did this to herself. All you had to do again is say, hey, I'm gonna stop a weapons embargo. I'm gonna end this war, not end the genocide. And you would have won, most likely. But I still think it would be close because, yeah. But, yeah, so I want to find a Rachel Maddow meltdown. Like, I think I've seen a lot of people talking about that, but, yeah, so give me a sec, guys. Looking at my phone real quick. Let me see, Rachel Maddow reaction. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see. The craziest thing is too, MSNBC had, I just oh God. Give me a second. I gotta share my screen again. Hold on. I hate these ads, man. I need to use my other YouTube account that has YouTube Premium. Oh God, Rachel Maddow, man. She's Miss Russiagate, man. Well, I can't believe at one time I watched this woman. I'm telling you guys, man. I came such a long way. Like, and I do think I do think my comrades for radicalizing me, man, because Lord knows who the fuck I'll be at. I still be believing whatever the fuck this woman says. Like, I don't think this woman is none but a State Department talking head, like Will Blitzer and Anderson Cooper and all other motherfuckers. So here she go, guys.
American citizen who does not want to ashcan the American system of government, who doesn't want a strongman system where the whole government.
Hold on, guys. Holy shit. Give me a minute. The sound it. Hold on.
Government is one guy.
There you go. Sorry about that, guys. Technology sometimes.
If you are an American citizen who does not want to ashcan the American system of government, who doesn't want a strongman authoritarian system where the whole government is one guy and everything else just exists to serve him, if that is not the kind of country that you want.
I'm already 15 seconds into this video, and she basically saying Trump will be a dictator. Oh my God. Let me say this. I think Trump will just do the same shit he did back in 2016, just govern like George Bush on steroids. Yeah. Will he go after his political opponents? He said he'll do that back in 2016. Remember, he said he's gonna go after Hillary Clinton, and he didn't. Trump just saying all this shit, just give meat to his base. Trump probably do want more power, but I think that at the end too, I mean, I think thinking this motherfucker would be a fucking dictator would be crazy. But let me continue, man. Here we go.
Then yesterday's election means you have more to do for your country than you have ever done before. Because now is when the rubber really hits the road, right? We don't just flip a switch and the American system of government is gone. Democracy is gone. It doesn't work like that. I mean, not to be boring here for a second, but just getting very real. We now are just another one in the list of countries that has decided to, hey, what the heck? Let's try the strongman thing. Let's let democracy go. Let's put in an all-powerful guy instead, see how it goes. There are many more countries in the world governed by that kind of a system than there are governed by ours. We are the only 200.
Is she really comparing the United States to North Korea, China, and Russia? Oh my God, boy. Oh Lord. She calling Trump almighty powerful. Oh man. It's like she's perplexed. Like she's smiling through the pain. Like you can tell Rachel Maddow's hurting like a motherfucker. She hurting. It hurts. Oh, it hurts these liberals, boy. They
148-year-old multiracial pluralistic democracy in the world. And shall we keep it? A lot of our fellow Americans.
Hey, I'm gonna say this as a communist, and as an observer of of the United States for the last decade and 2 decades, like what democracy we living in? Like this is no fucking democracy. How this can't be a democracy? How, like, Richard Maddow, like I know you get paid for repeating State Department talking points, but like, can you explain to me how is this a democracy? Like, I don't understand. Like, and I'm gonna say this about the Electoral College too. How that's democracy? It's basically giving more white areas more overrepresentation. That's a democracy. Oh, wait. You protest. You're on the right side of history protesting, and you do nothing, and the police just beats you down. For peaceful protesting, like not causing a fight, not causing a disturbance. How is that a democracy? Like maybe I'm not understanding. Maybe I'm not smart as I think I am. Like I really don't think I'm that damn smart. Even though my IQ test say 119, but I don't know. Maybe I need to put Ty Peasant on here, Marty B or somebody. Like explain that to me. Like how did it work? Like she said democracy. Like cop cities. Like why we need cop cities for? Oh, I know why. But I'll let y'all figure that out. Let this bitch talk for a few more minutes. I ain't gonna play this whole thing. Like, holy shit. She makes my blood boil. Oh my God.
Say we shouldn't. Now we know. Now we know for sure. But a lot of Americans, tens of millions of Americans, say we should keep that system. Which means time to fight for it. And yes, Americans did fight for it by working on this election, by trying to get the candidate elected who was both the Democrat and the small d Democrat. She didn't win. The strongman candidate won instead. But now history doesn't end. Time doesn't.
Wait. So she said Trump's strawmanning because he wants to be a dictator, but Kamala Harris ain't strawmanning either. Like both of them strawman candidates. Duh.
Stop. Now we have the benefit of knowing, how this has gone in every other country that has been through a democracy to authoritarian transition. And sadly, there are a lot of them. We have the benefit of seeing what's happened in those other.
Man, she sounds so fucking hurt, man. Like you can tell, like she holding back the tears. She's like, she like that.
Countries, though. And what we know is that the more ground the authoritarian takes, the harder it is to ever get that ground back. And so the first order of business is to stop them from taking any uncontested ground right from the outset when it comes to what our system of government is and what our democracy is. Right? We know from other countries' experiences that quickly, I mean now, in the next few weeks, if not the next few days, they are going to start pushing to see how far the country is going to let them go without pushback, without protest. And part of this is because it's just psychologically advantageous for them to do this now, right? They're counting on the half the country that voted against them, the half the country that doesn't want to give up our system of government. They're counting on all those tens of millions of Americans to be despondent.
Damn. Look at these liberals, boy. These liberals hurt, boy. Rachel Maddow, I did that earlier, too, behind camera, too. She, tears coming out the streaming, Well, let it out, liberals. You lost. Your empty suit candidate failed. She's a failure. They cried, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, man. I just, this is a fun episode so far. I'll play like a couple more minutes and I'll cut this shit off.
To feel powerless to check out, which, of course...
Damn, Tim Walz. Damn, Tim Walz. Tim Walz. Republicans are weird. Hey, Republicans are weird. Democrats are weird too. Everybody's weird. Hell, communists are normal people.
Would mean letting them do what they want, letting them run the table. What they really don't want is for the half the country that voted against.
Oh man, these motherfuckers, boy. Oh boy, now they brunch is interrupted. That's what they crying about. They can't go to brunch right now, man. Now they're gonna try to some of them, the other ones hate our guts because we didn't vote for Kamala Harris, and some of the other ones say, "Hey, I want to work with y'all, man. I want to work with y'all. I'm gonna have to call your ass out, but yeah, like." Oh man, yeah, Top isn't right. She's right. Like, I mean, call them out. Like, she didn't just say, "Hey, we'll take them back again." She's saying, like, if you're willing to be called out, yeah. Like, you need to see your mistakes and stop making the same mistake over and over again. Like, oh man, I'm sad. I'm not the type of guy that enjoy people's sadness, man. But man, like, Kamala Harris literally lost to a convicted felon. Like, God damn, boy, they got shit that hurt.
Them, the half the country that wants to keep our democracy. What they really don't want is for those tens of millions of Americans to wake up tomorrow feeling scrappy as hell. Feeling, sure, regretful about the election outcome, but also, frankly, freed up from having to spend all of our time working on the election. So now we can work full time on being fricking pirates, on being a thorn in the side to anyone who now intends to try to turn this country into some tin pot tyranny. What they want least of all.
Well, I understand you live in your ivory tower, but it is tyranny. We've been living in. It's not a democracy. This is a kleptocracy, like Willow said. Well, man, how? See now, her brunch disrupted too. Like, you don't disrupt her brunch, no.
Is to realize that half the country went to bed sad tonight, but then woke up tomorrow fired up with a new sense of purpose, knowing that apparently this is what we're on this earth to do as American citizens in this generation. Because history did not just end. Time did not just stop. We just got marching orders from the universe and the electorate.
Oh, God. Translation, trying to get back in the streets. Trying to get back in the street, fight. Fight. And whoever wins 2028, the blue team, back to brunch. That's basically what she's saying. Oh, God.
College. that as of today, American citizens who do want to hold on to democracy, we know exactly what we're going to be spending the next days and weeks and likely years of our life working on. And the strategic first moves come into focus quickly when you think about what other countries have shown us about how hard it is to regain democratic ground once an authoritarian leader has taken that ground. And the work has to be done now. The work that has to be done now, it has to happen in sort of every aspect, every corner of our society. The U.S. military needs to give the American people binding assurances that they will not deploy U.S. military force against the civilian population in this country.
What? I'm gonna end it right there, man. What? Damn, bruh. Wow. Oh man, like, okay, yeah, I have to end it right there. Like, that's bizarre. Deploy the U.S. military into the streets for what? What? This ain't 1861. What the fuck? Yeah, back in 1861. Yeah, down the dirt road. At grandpa house, motherfuckers was shooting goddamn muskets at each other. Oh man, oh boy, the fear mongering never stops, doesn't it? So yeah, this is episode where not that serious. Jill Stein, she did the damn thing, you know, speaking truth to power, but yeah, I mean, yeah. Cry liberals, the ones that take my friend, I hope y'all crying extra hard, man. Like, fuck you. Oh man, they gotta be black liberals too. Like, damn, man. Like, okay, guys, that's the show. I hope y'all enjoyed that. You know, trying to be a little bit more fun. You know, can't be serious all the time, right? So. Be sure to follow, give the video a thumbs up and follow the official ATP Network Twitter account. The handle is at ATP Network 247. And subscribe to my podcast, Real Recognize Real, available on all major podcasting platforms. So yeah, y'all, us as, us as communists, Marxists, socialists, whatever the fuck you call yourself. Let's enjoy this now, the liberals' misery, but we gotta do some serious organizing, man. Like, we got to we ain't got time to wait another 4 years for the same shit show. And another 4 years after that, like, fuck that shit. I'd rather fight for it and, have bumps on the road on the way and win at the end and just sit around and do nothing, like, So, thank you guys again for watching the Good Faith Show. I'm Andre Morton, signing out. Have a good one.